Hey, what's up everybody? You're watching Flippin' Vapor, and today we're going to take a look at the 150 watt Smaug box by Luxyoun. What we've got here is the 150 watt Smaug box. It's adjustable from 7 watts all the way to 150 watts. And let's take a dive down and take a look up close. Alright, when you get your Smaug mod, this is what you're going to see. You're going to get your box. It's going to have the indicator that tells you what color you got. They're available in blue, silver, and black. So if we open this up, slide it out of the box, this is what you're going to get. This one obviously is going to be blue. You're going to have your mod itself, a charging cable. This charging cable, even the manufacturer suggests not to charge the batteries through the mod itself. Take the batteries out, throw them in an external charger. Yeah, and that's going to be your best and your safest way to do your charging. It also can be used as a pass-through here. I don't suggest it, but it can be done. The other things you're going to see in the box is you're going to see a little certificate of authenticity. Even your clones are going to come with this. I guess the only way to tell that you're getting an authentic is to buy your mod from a licensed Luxyoun dealer. You're also going to get a little manual that kind of gives you a walkthrough of how to run it and some basics. So that's kind of nice to have. The other thing you're going to see is you're going to get a little package. It's got a little mini screwdriver, which is a Phillips screwdriver, and an extra 510 pin. On the back of your mod, you're going to see 2 screws. These 2 screws will take those out, and that's going to get to your batteries. Behind your battery cover, which is an aluminum cover, there's going to be your batteries. I'll take these out, try not to lose those. So there's your cover. Behind that, you got 2 18650 batteries. This mod is actually wired in parallel, so you're going to get a longer battery life out of this, which is really nice that it's a dual 18650 versus a single like your DNAs. Put this battery cover back on. Just going to snap it into place. Toss the screws in. Tighten them up. This box feels really solid in the hand, which is really nice. There is some decent weight to it, but it does feel solid, like I say. So then you get your 510 connection. Your 510 does not have a spring connector in it though, or a spring pin in it. It's actually a threaded pin. So in order to adjust your depth for your atomizer, it's you're going to screw it in clockwise to bring the pin out. It's reverse thread, and then the opposite to push the pin in. We turn it around here. You see our display. When you get it, you put your batteries in it. In order to turn it on, you're going to click it 5 times. That's going to turn it on. You're going to see it says Luxyoun SX1500. And right here, you're going to have a battery display. And then you're going to have a puff counter, which is actually pretty nice. This indicator here is going to tell you how many seconds each puff is. Then you have your ohm display, your voltage display, your voltage on your batteries, and then your wattage. So I'll go ahead and I'll screw an atomizer on here. The threads on this 510 connection are actually really nice. Now that we got the atomizer screws down there, the display will actually turn off after a certain amount of time. I haven't clocked it, I guess, to find out how long it takes to turn off, but we click it once, the display is going to come back on. I like to be at 52 watts. Now you'll notice here, I had this on and I screwed the atomizer on. My ohm reading isn't displaying how many ohms my atomizer is. So in order to turn this off, I'm going to click this 5 times. It's going to go into my menu. This also has an accelerometer, so if I tip it one direction, you're going to see the wattage go up. And if I tip it the other direction, you see the wattage go down. Why? I don't know, unless, I guess, to show off to your buddies, whatever it might be, but I personally don't use that. We click it again. It's got my puff counter, and obviously you see I've had 365 puffs on this one. You can clear that. If you're going to clear it, go ahead and click the negative button, and it's going to clear it out. Click your fire button one more time. It's going to show your system on and off. I click the negative button, it's going to turn it off. Now I click it 5 times to turn it on again. You can see the Luxyoun. Now it's back on. Okay, here's a good example. I'm actually glad this happened. So now it shows right here. You can see it's still not reading my atomizer. So I'm going to unscrew my atomizer. And I don't know if you can see this. Right down here is the pin. I'm going to take the pin and I'm going to turn it clockwise. Turn it clockwise to turn it out. Screw my atomizer back on. There we go. So now my pin is making connection with my atomizer. It's showing 0.8 ohms. Now if we fire this, it's going to show you how many seconds each fire is. Now this is the version 1. The version 2 is going to have, your difference is going to be, it's got a magnetic backplate. And then in place of this voltage reading here, it's going to have a temp reading. The buttons are a little different on the version 2 also. But even being a version 1, I really like this mod. It's adjustable from right here. If we take a look, it goes all the way down to 7 watts and then back up to 150 watts. And you're going to see as you change your wattage up and down that your voltage is also going to change. I myself, I like to be right at about 53 watts. My voltage is going to be at 6.5 volts. If your voltage setting happens to be below what your setting is on your voltage, available voltage on your battery, you're probably going to hear a little humming noise. So all it is another safety feature. And the other thing we have right on the bottom side here, you can see it's got venting. which is very, very nice. If you want to lock this right here, we're going to push this button, the fire button. We're going to push it 1, 2, 3 times. You're going to see a little lock come up, and it's going to go away. Now if I try to fire this, it's going to show me that it's locked, and it won't fire. If I want to unlock it, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to unlock it. And that's really all there is to it. It's got short circuit protection. This will only fire at 0.3 as at the lowest side. So I actually did a build with a 0.29, but as soon as I tried to fire it, it says short circuit on the display. So it will not fire if it's under 0.3. So any build over 0.3, up to, I believe it said up to 3 ohms. But so it has the battery reverse protection, like I said, as a safety feature. It also has the short protection, the parallel 18650, and let's go back up top and we'll show you how she vapes. Alright guys, now looking at this mod, I should mention to you also, you're looking at 2 1/4 inches wide by 1 inch deep and 4 inches tall. So let's say a little size comparison next to my AR. We got just about as tall as my AR mod. I'll do a review of that later also. So let's just see how she vapes. I'm at 53 watts, 5.1 volts. So I'd say she does pretty well. I'm actually really impressed. Price wise, you're going to look at right around $100 for an authentic. You can get clones out there, but at $100 I don't even suggest buying a clone. So that's what we've got here. We've got the Luxyoun Smaug mod 150, and just a little tidbit of information. Take it as you would. They say that the guy that made the Smaug 150 had left Smaug, went to work for Luxyoun, and he designed this box. Now, Smaug will tell you that it's not true. If you talk to Luxyoun, Luxyoun will say, yeah, it's definitely true. So, believe what you will, but it is just an amazing mod for the price. So if you're looking for a high wattage, variable wattage box mod, this is it. So go ahead and check them out. Again, the Smaug mod 150 watt. Thank you for watching. Remember, click down below, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and you've been watching Flippin' Vapor. Have a good one.